everybody. It's Neil Malvone, founder of the Dream Bowl. I'm welcoming you to our new podcast series where we're going to hear from some of the amazing players that will be participating in this year's game. Please join Chuck Stuller, our Director of Player Personnel, and his assistant Trey King as they talk to our players and get a little bit more information about what brought them to Dream Bowl 12. Throughout the rest of the year, we'll be interviewing other players, current, former, and future Dream Bowl athletes. So come join us on Surge Sports and be part of the Dream Bowl experience.
Okay, so once again, my name is Chuck Stower. I'm the Executive Director of Player Personnel for the Dream Bowl. And we do have with us running back / quarterback extraordinaire, Gage Porter from Southern Nazarene. One of the most productive players in the last 2 years at his level. We are really pleased to have him on with us. And we also have Trey King with us as well. He's a scout with the Dream Bowl. He's done some dirty work for me this year on the road doing scouting. Helping feed me some players, doing some work for me. And Gage, really appreciate you coming out. You being in this game has been a long time coming. It seems like you and I have been chatting for almost 2 years. So definitely glad to have you on. Definitely glad to have you attend our game. I'm going to hand it over to Trey, and we're going to get into the interview real quick, get to know you better.
Yeah, Gage, good to meet you, man. Obviously been texting back and forth for a little bit here, but one of the first things that I noticed about you were those eye-popping numbers that you put up on offense. So I think you had over 5,000 passing yards over your career, and then obviously 5,000 plus rushing yards. Kind of just take me through what factored into that success as a dual threat.
I would say something that, it starts with our O-line and the players around me. I couldn't do none of it without them, but also, just my style of play is I'm a guy that doesn't mind running it. And when I've done it, I've been successful at it. So I'm not someone that's going to drop back and throw it 20, 30 times a game. I honestly enjoy running it more than I do passing it. So I would say that our offense, the way it worked and the way our OC and head coach called plays, that it benefited me a lot. And I was able to throw the ball some, but I was also able to run it a lot too.
So coming out of high school, did you play more running back or did you play more quarterback, or what was it?
No, I played quarterback in high school, and I pretty much played it growing up my entire life, but also in high school I still ran it a lot as well. So I would say that maybe if I went somewhere else where we didn't run with the quarterback in high school or even in college, I would have played running back.
So was that, obviously you mentioned your OC and your head coach there. How much of the game plan were you a part of, kind of just being able to navigate and diagnose defenses, whether you're dropping back and saying, okay, I think I could take advantage of the run lanes here versus, all right, I need to sit back and wait a little bit, one beat before I throw it. Kind of what's the decision process going on in your head before you either decide to take that deep shot or tuck it and run?
Well, we would come in on Monday evenings. I would meet with the O-line coach and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, and we'd sit down and just go over a game plan for that week, watch film on the other team. So we decide what we could take advantage on, some of the stuff that they did and what kind of our schemes fit against theirs and where we'd be successful at. And then really, we had a lot of design quarterback runs, but also my coaches would tell me if, your first or second route isn't there, then take off running. So
full trust in those legs from OC and head coach.
Yes. Yeah. They actually encouraged me to run it. So
no, that's awesome. Chuck, I'm going to throw it over to you real quick.
No, thanks, Trey. I appreciate that. Now, just to kind of piggyback off what Trey was saying. Now, kind of walk us through like the process, like high school to college. You said you played quarterback all your life, and we also mentioned, like I said, you had like such gaudy numbers rushing and passing over the last couple of years. Now, did that kind of affect like when you came out of high school? Like, did they want you to switch positions, and what kind of offers did you have? Can you walk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, I had a lot of offers from a bunch of D2s, and then I had some preferred walk-ons to some D1 schools, but they were all a lot of them wanted me to either play defense or they wanted me to play like a slot slash running back type hybrid, and which I would have been fine with, but uh, I knew the OC at Southern Nazarene, so I knew his type of play style. And I knew that I'd fit in there if I went there, so that was kind of the decision behind that. And
Okay.
and then I mean, I would say that I mean I didn't even really play high school or play defense in high school. My coaches wouldn't let me, so I don't know why some schools wanted me to play defense. I guess just from the athlete perspective, but no, I knew that I wanted to play on the offensive side of the ball, whether it was running back or quarterback. But I knew that with coming to SNU, that it would be a good mixture of being able to throw the ball and still run it as much as I like to.
Awesome. And then what type of guys did you study either throughout your college career or high school career? And who do you think your player comp is personally?
I've heard a ton of comparison to like Tim Tebow. I've heard a lot of people even say Donnie Manziel or Baker Mayfield. Those would probably be the three that I get compared to the most when someone says something to me about it.
And then what about players that you looked up to and studied? Was it those guys or was it somebody different?
Yeah, just like Tim Tebow, just an all around great athlete, great guy on and off the field. I mean, that's someone that I aspire to be. And also even Baker Mayfield, just his story and the way how gritty he is and stuff like that, the underdog mentality.
Yeah, that's cool that you touched on Tim Tebow. Obviously, he was an absolute leader of men in that Florida locker room. What qualities do you have as the quarterback at SNU that kind of made you that leader of your locker room?
I mean, just always knowing that, no matter who we're playing, who our opponent is, or, what we're up against, that, we can do it. We just got to work together and trust in one another. And then in the end, we're all working towards the same goal, and that's to win. So, trusting in each other and believing in one another helps you be able to get that done.
Absolutely. Chuck, you got a question here?
Sure. Going back to like your high school, we talked about the recruiting part. Did you play any other sports? Were you just strictly football, or can you tell us more about that?
No, I played basketball and baseball as well, and did powerlifting also. So I played all.
What type of numbers we putting up in the weight room?
Man, it just depends. I mean, at one point I was squatting over 600 something pounds, but man, that was kind of my early years in college. I kind of learned to back off a little bit, but I would say that I'm squatting probably around 520, 530 right now, and bench is somewhere in the 350 to 360 mark.
Nice, strong guy.
Yeah. Did you get any offers for those sports either, or was it strictly like for football?
Well, I didn't play anything other than football my senior year due to I'd got injured. I broke my collarbone in football, and so I just took that time to recover and then get my strength back and prepare because I knew I was going to play college football, and I wanted to be ready to play at the next level.
Excellent. What you got, Trey?
Chuck, you can hit on the personal questions here after this, but I'm just curious as to kind of the preparation that you've took from the time your season ended until obviously this weekend. Kind of just walk me through your process of training.
Yeah, so we ended in December. We played in a bowl game in December, and so those first couple weeks after, I kind of just relaxed, took off, let my body recover. Did some light training and stuff like that just to stay in shape, but really let my body recover. And then took the holidays off, just kind of doing the same thing. And then so since the beginning of January, I've been working out with my trainer, and I signed with an agent about 3 weeks ago. And we got a team together of some of what I would say the best in Oklahoma of strength, speed, agility work, even skill position to start preparing me for the NFL and doing my pro days. So we've been working at that, and we start after the game. We start a 8-week program of 6 days a week, and it's all day, 8 to 4 every day, training, doing different stuff like that. And really just focusing on, trying to improve my numbers of what they're going to be looking at pro days and stuff, and also adjust to playing the running back position at the next level.
Mm-hmm. What do you think your biggest adjustment is going to be there?
I would say that just really maybe working on pass blocking. That's something I've never really had to do, but I feel like, that's just something that, I don't think it'll be a huge problem. I think that I'll adjust to it very well. And once, I do it, just practice repetition, and I think I'll get it down.
Absolutely. Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, sure, Gage. Once again, thanks for taking the time out to chat with us tonight. Just a couple of things. Like I like to ask some personal questions now. We talked to some guys about like their pregame regimen. Some guys like to walk the field. Some guys like to pray, meditate, listen to like a certain mix, or maybe get in a dark corner, put a towel over the head, and don't talk to nobody. Like, what do you like to do before the game? You walk us through that.
Yeah, I before or upon arrival, I guess, when we get to the field every time, whether we're playing at home or away, put my headphones in, go out there, walk the entire field. I say a prayer when I get down to the end zone, come back inside. I normally, if we're at home, I'll hop in the heat bath for about 10 minutes, just to relax my body, get it loose. And then I usually keep to myself pretty much when I'm getting ready, getting taped, all that stuff. I usually just put my headphones in and keep to myself and focus on the game.
Sounds good. Now, what about Gage, the person like off the field? Is there any hobbies, any hidden talents that you have that we should know about? Anything you like to do?
Yeah, no, I really like hunting a lot. I do it a ton in my free time. I actually am a guide part time. So when I'm not playing football, not training and stuff, I guide hunts, and I just enjoy hunting myself. I also just enjoy hanging out with friends and family. I'm a pretty laid back and chill guy, so I'm a homebody, I guess you could say. I just like kicking it back at the house with friends and family.
That's
Now,
awesome.
are we in buck season? Are we in duck season? What are we hunting for at this time?
It's waterfowl this time of the year.
Waterfowl. Okay. Is that a goose? What is that?
Like ducks and geese and stuff.
Ducks, goose, yeah. Trey, didn't you say you go hunting and you really asked him that question?
Only deer and coyotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. And then kind of what are you excited for leading up to the game this Saturday or Sunday?
Just to, meeting a bunch of dudes that are in similar positions, that probably come from, similar backgrounds, maybe being D2 players that were under recruited or whatnot, but still just being able to compete with those guys and compete against those guys and showcase my talents.
Nice. And then as we Chuck, do you have something else?
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. So as we're wrapping up this interview, I like to ask the guys kind of what their elevator pitch is as to why teams should pick them up or give them an opportunity.
I would say that, my ability to help lead a team, my leadership plays a big part in that, off the field and on the field, but also just my ability to make plays when I have the ball in my hand and, help take the teams to next level when I'm able to make plays. And not even if I do have the ball in my hand, it's running down on kickoff, kick return, stuff like that, special teams, I'm all about that, and I'm all about helping the team.
Awesome. Chuck, throw it over to you.
Yeah, to kind of work off that elevator pitch now, I've asked this to a couple guys, and there's going to be all different leagues at our game, whether it's indoor, CFL, NFL, XFL, the new, I think it's the newly minted UFL. A lot of guys who also attend our game, kind of their path to the professional leagues isn't always a straight path. Now, are you willing to work, like, let's say you don't get any looks this summer from an NFL team. Are you willing to go to that arena team to get to the CFL team, to get to the NFL? Is that like a route you're willing to take?
Yes, if it looks promising and looks that, I'll get a shot to play in the NFL, I'm all about taking that.
Excellent. Sounds good. Because a lot of guys kind of like, well, because I used to work in the indoor leagues and I did some work for other leagues too. And they kind of like thumb their nose at it because I put a post up not too long ago because a lot of people don't know that the Dream Bowl produced 2 starting CFL quarterbacks last year. And there's not a lot of all-star games that can say they produce starting quarterbacks in little in any league. And the CFL is not a very big league. There's only so many quarterbacks that can fit in that league. So I like to get that, run that past guys. Because I kind of had a feeling that was going to be your answer, but I wanted you to put it out there because it seemed like you're a hard worker, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do this weekend and putting your skills on display, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Awesome. As we end this interview, is there any questions you have for Chuck or myself?
No. I'm ready to see you guys, ready to meet you guys, and ready to get down there and compete.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, allow me to interject now. I did have surgery recently, so I won't be able to make the trip. So unfortunately, I won't be able to meet you. But Trey will be there. He's going to be my main man, mirroring my duties at the field. He should be at the field during all the practices. So you definitely are going to meet Trey. But you have my number and everything. If there's anything you need, Gage, you can let me know.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, Gage, we appreciate your time, man, and obviously enjoy your Sunday. And then I don't know if you're getting any snow down there, but stay warm out there.
Yeah, a little bit. It's cold right now.
Yeah, but your country's strong. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, brother. Thanks for talking to us, and enjoy the rest of your night and stay warm, okay?
All righty. See y'all.
Yep. See ya.